Hey guys, welcome back to the EAFC Road to Glory for Crystal Palace. Bit different today, we're going to do this one live, so thank you for joining and let's get into it. So, today's episode, I was thinking about because we're in a new month, as you guys know, and we are going to be looking at our youth players as we hit this midway point, look at how they've come along, who we should potentially put on the loan list, who we should potentially bring back home, and yeah, just their general development. So this is going to be a purely youth development episode. So yeah, feel free to chip in with any ideas that you have, any tips, any players that you think we should go for in this January transfer window. So the Premier League is looking pretty healthy, as you guys already know. We're 1 point behind Arsenal. Goal difference is 23, so fairly healthy. Would have been a lot better if we didn't lose that match to Manchester United by by 6 goals, right? But we move. Yeah, but I mean, in general, halfway point of the season, everything looks all good from my perspective so far, and we are looking forward to the second half of the season. So let's look at the youth players we have currently within our team. So development. Let me let me go by age. So we have Conti, who's out on loan currently. Young Italian defender, centre back. And I brought up this guy really because I wasn't sure. I wanted to test how players, and he's nodding as well. I wanted to test how players develop if you take them straight from the scouting pool and take them into your first team and then loan them out straight away. So this is Conti. He's just a test player. I mean, his stats are all right. Could be better, but I'm not really complaining. Ethan Joyce as well. And the thing is that you'll see with the goalkeepers, like, they have decent stats, but for some reason, that goalkeeper position stat, they don't really start off with good goalkeeping positioning stats straight off the jump. So I don't know if that's a bug or if it's something else, but there's definitely room for improvement in the way that goalkeeping positioning stat is generated. He has rush out as well. Only 17 years of age, so a lot of upside, a lot of room to grow, a lot of room to develop. Esposito, the same as Conti, really. I wanted to see how players develop, but he's grown by 5, and he has decent physical attributes in terms of acceleration, aggression, sprint speed is all right, and his stamina and strength. For a 17-year-old right back, he's not that bad, to be honest. All right, standing tackle. His passing could do with a bit of work, but like I said, he's only what, 17. Texera, as you guys know from the last episode, he was complaining about being in the youth setup, so we had to bring him up, and I promoted him up to the senior team. Haven't really got a plan for him as of yet, but I think he's gonna be like the next Robinho for us, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because he has 5-star skill moves. Weak foot is on 3, okay, granted, but he's only 17. Like, good acceleration and sprint speed, agility, balance, attacking position is forever growing, and he went up by 3 overall points this year already. So he definitely has the potential to do some damage. So the aim for him is to loan him out. He should already be on the loan list. Yeah, so the aim for him is to loan him out. Esposito's already out, as well as Joyce and Conti. Diallo, I'm trying to sell this guy. He's currently on the transfer list. And it's really because he hasn't really got anything that he's great at. We just changed him from a DM to centre mid, and that's what saw his stats go up by 9 from 46 to 54, his overall. So, he's quick and he has decent physical attributes, but in terms of his passing and attacking awareness and defensive awareness, he doesn't really excel in any direction. So I've accepted a few bids for him already, and he's currently on the transfer list. We definitely have better players coming through and better players in the side currently. We have Horton, who's another goalkeeper that's in the ranks. He's currently out on loan. It's gone up by three as well, which is pretty decent. Reflex is 68, and like I said, his diving is decent. His handling is only 58, which isn't good because that means what for corners and crosses, he might not be able to claim them in the manner that we would like. And his reflexes are really good at 74, but like I mentioned, the goalkeeping positioning stat only 51 for him, and yeah, I don't know why that is or why it's so low. He seems like he should have decent goalkeeper positioning, but just like Joyce, goalkeeper position is 54 as well. So I don't know if that's something to do with EAFC, but yeah, goalkeepers can definitely improve on that goalkeeping positioning stats when they come through as a region. Marino, wow, he's gone up by 7 points. He's grown quite significantly. 18-year-old Colombian, and he looks like the real deal. We've got him out on loan, I think, for a couple years. It might be 1 year, but he's definitely out on loan now. And yeah, he's growing nicely. I see this guy as potentially being the successor to Eze in our attacking midfield position. So it's nice for him to be out. Eze leads the line this season, and he's been doing a great job, really, hasn't he? I mean, he's rated overall 90, and he's going from strength to strength. But Pedro Marino is definitely in the cut, waiting for his chance. We wanted to see what he can do out on loan, and yeah, he's definitely going to come back a stronger player. Already has curve, dribbling, good, strong finishing, long shots, great shot power, good volley, um, good stats with the tick tackle and quick steps. So you can tell he can already play the type of football that we want to have at Selhurst Park. And even his physical attributes, they're pretty good. He has sprint speed, acceleration, good agility, attacking position already at 68 with that composure stat at 66. So yeah, Pedro Marino, we've got our eye on him. Santos, he complained after our first season, so I brought him up and I loaned him out straight away. So I'm just pretty much watching, keeping an eye on him just to see if anything changes from a perspective of, can this guy potentially be like a squad player? Because overall 64, and we have Indri and Gomez, and they're really gonna be like the main wingers that we try to put our time into in this save. And yeah, so but Santos, he's only 18, so he definitely has time. I'm a bit worried for his composure though, and his attacking position, but we'll see how he develops. Cruz, as you guys already know, Cruz came up um, last season, and he's been going from strength to strength, really. Brazilian striker, and yeah, I mean, he has the physical attributes in terms of acceleration, sprint speed is decent, agility, good balance, and he feels good to play with. I mean, when he receives the ball, he feels really fluid, very strong, and has the intent. So his reactions are also 74. His attacking position is 69, and he's constantly growing as well. You can see all those arrows are going up. So we have no complaints about Cruz whatsoever. His ball control is 90, long shot 76, shot power 73, dribbling 79, and he has power shot, power header, and trickster. And you really feel the power shot trait that he has. You can really feel it when he shoots. He really puts his foot through it. He has great technique on his shots. Guerrero is a player that we just signed because we sold Johnston at the start of this season. Well, yeah, at the start of this season, and he just left in the last episode for 6 million. So this is a new goalkeeper from Chile that we brought in, and really, his stats look good. His stats look decent. He has good diving, kicking 75, and his goalkeeper position is actually 74, which is really good. For some reason, goalkeepers that we found with our youth scouts, their goalkeeper position is really low. But this guy that we brought in, 74, can't really complain. His handling is only 67 though, so that might be an area of improvement. But he is young, and he will be chipping in when we play the Young Eagles. Innocent Bangura. Haven't really decided what the plan is with this guy, to be honest. I think he can be a decent defensive midfielder. He's very strong. He's not really growing too much on that from that perspective. He has good interceptions at 65, decent reactions. He's got the speed, which is interesting for a player in his position. And how tall is he? 6'3". 6'3", and he's got 70 acceleration and 70 speed with 64 agility. That's not bad for a defensive player. So yeah, definitely gonna keep my eye on him, see his development. But if the right offer comes in for him, I have no problem letting him go. So I've currently got him on the loan list. So it's just a matter of seeing how he develops really. D'Angelo, so Eduardo D'Angelo. So yeah, he's another player that complained at the start of literally last episode. Really, he complained, and I'm thinking to loan him out. So we've got him on the loan list currently, and we've got a few offers that have come in. I don't wanna lose him because I think he's going to be a top player in the future. He has decent interceptions, good reactions, good sprint speed. Stand tackle is also decent, and he's only 18, so you can't really complain with those type of players and those type of stats. Charles Silva, he was actually found at the same time as Cruz, when we were looking for our next Brazilian forward, and we decided to loan him out at the start of this season, and he seems to be doing pretty well. I mean, it's gone up his overall by 8 points. Left-footed, good pace, 78 acceleration, 81 sprint speed, decent agility, decent attacking position, and decent composure as well. So, when you look at that, he has good ball control, crossing as well. He's got good potential. He's got decent potential. He's currently out on loan. It'll be interesting to see how he comes back. Same as Amos as well. Just brought him in. He came at the back end of last season. He's been on loan. This is his second year out on loan. He has decent acceleration, good agility and balance, but his attacking position is pretty low. So I think I may sell Amos at the end of this season and try to get some funds in for him. I mean, yeah, he looks like a decent player. However, that attacking position and defensive work rate being low is something that actually worries me. So Lopez, another striker that we found when we brought Cruz in on board, and he's gone up by 10 points being out on loan this year. His acceleration, sprint speed, agility, and his attacking position are all very strong. Jumping 73, reaction 67, stamina 74. He looks like he's going to be a well-rounded player. His ball control is 72. Great long shots at 74 with the shot power at 72 as well. And he has finishing at 76 with a decent heading accuracy at 73. Yeah, so he looks like he's going to be a nice player to definitely develop with, and he's nodding along as well with that, so he definitely agrees. And he has two play styles, so he's press proven, and he's got the Travella stat as well. So Ortiz, this guy was in our youth ranks when we first started the save, and he's gone up by 2 overall points this year, and he's developing very well. Decent decent acceleration and sprint speed. And the way I see this guy developing is probably going to be the long-term successor to Doucouré in the center of the midfield. Look at his ball control. He's already maxed out at 99, and he's got long shots at 94. yeah, this guy is definitely gonna be the successor to Decore in the center of the midfield. Someone that can control the game. You can always trust when you pass the ball into him. Great ball control, great short pass, great long shots and long passing, which means he's gonna be a threat from distance, and you can't give him the room or the time to think. So yeah, he's gonna be definitely interesting, and his finishing is an 85. So he's gonna be definitely interesting to see how he integrates into our side, and probably come next season. I think he's on loan currently, which may actually end this January. If that's the case, I'm gonna loan him out again and make him come back at the end of the season, and then we'll try to integrate him in for next season as backup to Decore. But yeah, Guillermo Ortiz is looking really good. Then we have Charlie Adam. As you guys already know, we've been incorporating this guy into our starting lineup this year. And it came off the back of Richards not having the right speed. So yeah, so we started to bring this guy in. His agility is up to 66 now, which is really good to be honest. Sprint speed at 77, acceleration at 65. He's got good physical attributes. Interception and reactions could do with a bit of work, and that's why they're being trained on at just 65 so far. Defensive awareness 71, good short passing, heading accuracy, and stand tackle 73. So he definitely has the potential to improve, and he's definitely doing well in training so far. He has that bruiser and aerial play styles, which means he should, in theory, do really well when it comes to when it comes to anything that's any ball that's in the air and any duels as well. Ortiz, see now this guy, I'm a little bit disappointed with his overall development. We brought him in last season just to, I guess, satisfy the South American South American um, objective that we had, but he just hasn't kicked on really as a defensive midfielder. So I'm gonna train Eric Sanchez to be our new holding midfielder when it comes to um, the rotated side. However, and we also have who was it again? We also have Bangura as well, who we have an eye on. So, it might be time for us to make Ortiz go as we look for another DM. Because we also have another DM in our youth academy who I'm going to show you shortly, who could definitely come in to that defensive midfielder position. But Ortiz, I'm going to give him one more season, see how he develops, but it's looking like we're going to let him go at the end of the season. Then we have Mensah at right back, who's, the backup to Sasha Bowie. Yeah, he's developing well. Yeah, he has good physical attributes, good acceleration, decent sprint speed. He's strong, good aggression, great interceptions at 72 and reactions at 73. His stand tackles 81, which is really good, and his defensive awareness is 78. Not to mention his heading accuracy at 73. When you couple that with his physical attributes, it makes him a force to be reckoned on the ground and in the air. And he has that anticipate plus play style as well, so that definitely goes in his favour. Then we have Ndri, who is our young winger, who I believe is the Wilfred Zaha regen. His work rate for attacking and defensive, high and medium, which is really good. And yeah, acceleration 84, sprint speed 90. His overall's gone up by 3 points overall. Stamina 82, and his balance is 72. And what I like about him is his attacking position. He likes to take up really good positions that can really hurt the opposition. So he does really well from that perspective. His ball control is 78, long shot 78, dribbling 81, finishing 71. So he's a really good player as well. He has that quick step play style as well as dead ball. I don't really have him on dead ball because his free kick accuracy is only 54, even though he does have the curve, but he isn't really the best when it comes to striking the ball from, like, let's say free kicks, direct free kicks or indirect free kicks. But he has the curve, and it's a nice trait to have. But Ndri is definitely developing into a fine winger at only 20 years of age. And then we have Bruno Gomez, who's also, I'll say he's probably the wonder kid of that generation. Um, he's developing really well. Really good acceleration, balance, sprint speed, agility 94. Attacking position could do with some work, which is why it has all those arrows on there. His balance is really good. At 80, he has really strong composure, and you really feel it when he's one on one with the goalkeeper. He does tend to put away his chances. Um, Decent stamina and reactions as well. And then from a technical perspective, he's really good. Look at his ball control, 97, crossing 88, his curve 86, dribbling really strong at 92, and you really feel it, like he can really go different directions on wrong foot defenders easily. Long shots 88, shot power 73, volley 76. He's really like a nice, tidy little player that can dribble well and shoot well. He's really, and with those two play styles, chip shot and rapid, we definitely have a player on our hands that's definitely going to develop, especially now that Olise is injured for the next 3 months. We're going to see more of Ndri, and we're going to see a lot more of Ndri and Gomez, definitely in the coming months, especially because we're gonna have the new Champions League returns. We're in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. We're in the last 16. No, sorry, where we have the round 3 of the FA Cup as well, and the running of the Premier League. So, so there's a lot of games coming. We're gonna need everyone to stay fit as possible. Silla is probably a player that we're gonna look to sell. Haven't really warmed to him in any position. He doesn't really look like he's growing anywhere too fast as well. So yeah, Silla's probably gonna get sold. Obafemi John, same story. We've had him out on loan all season, and his overall hasn't really changed much. So I'm not sure if that's because they're not playing him, which is probably the case, or he's not developing, or he hasn't got the determination to develop. Like, his defensive awareness is 27. That's not really. He has the intercept play style, but a 27 defensive awareness is not really ideal. He can't really defend, to be honest, and his attacking position is only 45. So he's one player that we are possibly going to move on as well. And you guys already know Franca. Yeah, he's probably stagnating now, but he's 21. He's got decent stats, but he definitely has room to improve as well. Ahamada as well, he's definitely going up in the fringe team. Very nice, nifty little player to use. Good acceleration, agility, balance, interceptions, reactions, vision. Takes up. His attacking position is only 69 here, but he always takes up really nice positions when we're playing matches. So some players perform differently irrespective of what their stats are. So keep that in mind. Yeah, but Hahamada is a really nice player, and his finishing definitely feels a lot better than 63 as well. You already know about Raxakinio, one of our quickest players, dispelled Schlupp from the left wing from season 2, and yeah, he's going from strength to strength this season. Acceleration, sprint speed, attacking position 86, vision 71. His finishing is 87 now. Yeah, and he really plays with it. He plays with a lot of intent. You can't really complain with that. And you pretty much know the rest of the team. The rest of the team is all developing really well. Yeah, so that's it for the team, the players that we have in our current side. I think we're in a good place when it comes to the players that we have out on loan and the players that we are keeping within the squad to develop with actual game time. So let's look quickly at our youth academy. Let me know what you think about these guys. So this is the defensive midfielder that I was telling you about. So Ian Milligan, 17-year-old from Scotland, and he looks like he's the real deal. He looks like he is the real deal, guys. Decent acceleration, decent agility, aggression 70, good jumping, good stamina, interceptions already at 70, and reactions already at 69. He's only 17. His defensive awareness is 72. His standing tackle is 70, and his heading accuracy is 67. I'm excited to see how this guy's going to develop. So, on the training plan, trying to get his defensive work rate also to high. But his stats so far, he's looking like he's going to be a solid defensive midfielder. Because how tall is he as well? 6'1", 165 pounds. He has all the right attributes in order to be a top player in that position. Then we have Toby Smith. And I got this guy really for his potential, really. I mean, it said that he had, his potential is going to go up to 92 if all things goes his way. He's a right back. All right acceleration and agility. It could be a bit quicker. His interceptions as well has room to develop. But, he's only 16. He has lot of upside. A lot of upside. It's just about waiting to see if he can hit those heights. Same as Jacob Anderson as well. These two have exactly the same face. I think their parents have something that their parents need to have a conversation with them, basically. We have another holding midfielder coming through, overall 55, and like the two guys before, purely on potential. It's interesting just to see how they will develop. If they don't make it in the first team with us, we can always sell them. But high 50s at age 17, if you give or take, they're gonna go up 2 points a season, 2 to 3 points a season, and especially if they get loaned out, they can go up by more. You can easily be by the age of 19 pushing 70, pushing the low to mid 70s. So just to keep an eye on these guys, I brought them into the side. We also have Archer as well. You know what? I think it'll be easy. Let me sort this by overall. So we've already looked at Milligan. Let's look at Davidson as well, who's also Scottish. And he's a winger. He looks like he's going to be a nice addition as well to the team eventually, right? So I'm thinking after 1 year or so, we can promote them in. Well, when they start moaning, then we can promote them up and then loan them out and see if they can continue on their trajectory. They currently, I think they currently have good potential, and it's just about putting their head down, really. We have Gonzalez, who came through, Colombian keeper. This guy, I think he's a really good prospect. But like I said previously, that goalkeeping positioning stat, I don't know why it's so low, but it is what it is. I mean, but yeah, he looks like he's going to be a decent addition. We have to loan him out and see how he develops. Because currently I wouldn't trust him in the first team side, and we've just brought in a new young goalkeeper anyway, so we're not really pressurized to bring through another goalkeeper. We have Silva, who's a striker that we had in the ranks. We might get rid of Silva, to be honest. He's only 17. We might bring him up and then loan him out, just for the sake of, from the position of, he's not really developing at the rate at which we would like. I don't know what I should do with him. His finishing is 56, which isn't the best, to be honest. You know what? We're gonna get rid of him. We're gonna release him. He's not showing enough growth. We have this Santos guy as well. Unlike Silva, even though his stats aren't the best currently, he is 17. But Silva, he is showing a lot more determination for his stats to grow. So you can see, but his attacking position is also very low at 43. Man, that's another big decision to make. And his potential can only go up to 75, which isn't the greatest. And we have better strikers out on loan in Lopez and the other striker that we have, Chao Nero. So it might be, what should we do with this guy? I think we should potentially maybe, and his attacking work rate is also low. You know, we might have to release him as well, so that our coaches can better serve, or our coaches' time will be better served towards players that are actually developing well, you know, and have higher potential. So you know what? We're gonna get rid of him as well. We're gonna get rid of Bruno dos Santos as well, and do it that way. Unfortunately, they just weren't developing at a rate in which I feel will they will contribute to the first team or even the reserve team at any time soon. And either way, we can send out a scout and try to find a different solution. To be honest. So yeah, next one, Martinelli. He came through at the same time as D'Angelo, who's currently out. Well, with the senior side, but we're gonna loan him out. And yeah, so he looks like he's gonna be a decent centre back. We're looking for the next Chiellini, the next Maldini, and this guy came through. So he has an 85 high ceiling, an 85 potential rating. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a shot, give him a few more seasons to grow, see how he develops. He's not the worst, but he's also not the best, but he has a decent potential to get there. We have Diarra, who looks like he's gonna be a little nifty attacking midfielder slash striker, and yeah, if we just look at his agility and speed, his physical attributes look decent, right? But his attacking position as well is very poor. I mean, for players that are going to be in those attacking, um, who are going to take up those attacking slots in a team, like you would think your attacking positioning will be a lot better than just 41. He's only 18 as well, and I've released two players who have had marginally better stats than this, and with marginally better attacking position. So I'm thinking we potentially let Diarra go as well, because he's not really. I don't really see him breaking through into the starting lineup anytime soon. It could be a case where we bring him up and then we loan him out, just to see how he develops, because he can go up to 85. You know what? We're gonna keep him for now. We're gonna keep him for now. Let's keep him for now. Let's keep him for now. So yeah, we've already looked at Sean Archer, centre back, can play across the back line. Um, he has the height, right? Yeah, he's 6 foot, decent weak foot. What is he? He's right footed, so he can play on both left back, and he can probably be retrained to play as right back as well. We're gonna keep him in the side because we just brought him up. He has decent stand tackle and slide tackle. He's only 17 years of age. Interception is decent at 54. Stamina 76. Reactions 53. And yeah, he's just a player to watch really. His defensive work rate is already on high, so we don't have to focus on that point too much. And then we have the youngsters down here at the bottom. So we've already gone through Moretti, Smith, Anderson, and Morris as well. So yeah, so these guys are all. That's all our young players that we have so far. What do you guys think about their development? Do you have any tips on what we can potentially do to increase their rate of development? Do you have any ideas on where we should potentially send our scouts? I know um, I'm always open to new places in which we can find talent. You know, because I feel as though, who do we have out currently? This scout is returning back. We have a scout out in England who found a couple of those defensive players that you just saw, and we have this scout in Scotland. So you saw those two Scottish players that we have as well, the defensive midfielder and the winger. So you're gonna have one scout that returns. So let me know in the comments if you feel as though you think where we could potentially send this scout. You can see he has 5 stars on experience and judgment, so it'll be interesting to see where we can potentially send him and what players we can potentially get from that scouting expedition. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Yeah, we're second in the league. We're gonna work towards trying to defend our Premier League title. Hope you're enjoying the series. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.